Then I came again, stayed 1 month. I was eager to have a interview with Sai Baba, but I was not successful. In the fourth time, I don't know how it was arranged, with a professor of surgery in Alexandria. When I told him he was interested in spiritualism, he asked he wanted to come to see Sai Baba. And another professor in Faculty of Medicine, Dr. Magda. All of a sudden, we have been 9 for the first time. And it was in 2001. I went with a surgeonist, with his son and his daughter. They are big, per air flight, and the other group came with another flight. We came first, and we attended in Puttaparthi, and we attended to waiting for the darshan. Then Sai Baba came and didn't look to us, didn't take even any letters, and the man was very upset. The second day, the other group come. We became 9 now. We went in the early morning, the ladies in other side, because there are 5 ladies, and I was sitting, and I make a book in English. It is a journey to self-peace. It is here now, printed. I put the book here, and Dr. Wadia, he's 80 years old, was the dentist professor, and is the son of Dr. Nassar's surgery. And Sai Baba came, and then he come to my book and put his hand on my head and the book. And Dr. Wadia, he said, interview. And Dr. Sai Baba said, how many? I said, 9. He said, go. So I was very happy. And the ladies on the other side didn't believe that we are, but they come, and we all collected, and we came inside the room for his interview. He was like you. I was down here, the men and the ladies, and he looked to there was a Belgian lady and her husband, and he looked to the Belgian lady. I have seen him materialize in front of me. It is a short distance, a necklace for her, and give it to her after speaking to her. Then he looked to her husband, and I said, you are jealous here? Then he materialized a watch, golden watch, with initial of his name, and give it to him. Then he asked the Egyptian group to come to another group. We went. At that time, I asked myself when I was in Egypt, I wanted to tell Sai Baba, when shall I leave this world? When shall I die? Then he looked to me and he said, how old are you? I remember the first question to me. I said, 65. And he said, how old Swami is? I know there is 10 years exact. He is 1926 and I'm 1936. I told 75, Swami. I thought maybe this is the answer to my... Anyhow, he said, show me your book. I give him the book, and he read about it, page. Then he said to me, give me your pen. And he said, with love, and signed the book. Then I told him, Swami, I wanted to make a book about Sai Baba and the peace. I told him that I have been attacked in Egypt by the religious people in the newspaper. He said, I know. Then I told him, I want to make a book about Sai Baba and the peace. He said, no name. Don't mention my name. This is his advice for me. And he was truthful. Because after the interview, and he blessed my head again, and he materialized a watch for the one Egyptian lady. One of the ladies was dreamed in Cairo that she will get a rope from Sai Baba, and he went to another room and brought the rope for her, which he has been in her dream. And then we went back to Egypt, and I make the book Self-Peace without mentioning the name of Swami at all, but all his discourses in about love. This was in Arabic or English? In Arabic. It has been introduced by was the big Sarwat Aukasha. He was a big minister. He make a forward for the book about all the courses, some courses of the Swami about love, Dharma, and Shanti, and it was a very good, nice book in Arabic. This is, I hope I was long talking, yes.
No, that is very nice. You told us many interesting things. Just for your information, and maybe for the information of listeners, I would like to mention something that Swami told me many years ago, roughly around that period, 2000, no, not 2000, earlier than that, around 1997 or so, 8. One day I was alone with him in the afternoon in his room. He had come for darshan. He said, do you know who was with me this morning? I said, I don't know, because I went off to work. I was Vice Chancellor of the Institute at that time. He said there was a group of Iranians and they wanted me to teach one young boy about Gayatri Mantra and all that. I told them, no, there is no need for that. Everything is in your religion. Read the Quran and be faithful, good Muslim, not just a Muslim.
Right.
Then he told me, if they go and chant Gayatri in Iran, they will all be hanged.
Of course.
So I told them, don't do silly things. Be a good Muslim.
Right.
So he asks each person to be faithful to his religion. That's what I wanted to tell you about the way he is concerned about
Yes, he said, I do not want a devotion to me. I want a devotion to his teachings.
That's right.
This is the most important. With love. Love your religion with devotion. Love God. This is all essence. As a matter of fact, I felt the most important thing, I felt complete heart transformation. God always inside me, every moment, every minute. It was not like that before, really. And I feel self-peace. All the people around me in Egypt, depressed, troubled, tension, except me, I feel happy, blissful.
I want to ask you a question. You said you are a scientist and therefore a bit skeptical and all that.
Right.
Which I understand because I also
I'm a scientist.
Studied science and lived as a scientist for many years. In the Middle East, people take to Islam like a fish takes to water, whatever be their profession.
Yes, you are right.
Now, did you study the Quran and did you follow faithfully all the stipulations of the Quran?
No, I studied Sufism. I like Sufism more the fundamentalist. I do not like fundamentalist.
That's true, but did you read the Quran?
I read the Quran.
Okay, so this is my question. The Quran is the word of God.
Right.
So, did you believe in God?
I believe, of course.
Okay, now comes the question. Most scientists
yes.
are supposed not to believe in God. That's
at
the
first,
fact.
before.
So I want to know,
did
you see any contradiction between your pursuit of science and your belief in God?
As a matter of fact, is scientifically, right hemisphere of the brain is spiritualism, the unconscious and God spot. And the left one is science. And between them there is a corpus. It is scientific colosseum, and there must be harmony between the two. If we are scientists, we must be spiritualists. If we are spiritualists, we must be science.
So you didn't see any contradiction?
No, at all.
That is very nice.
Balanced, really.
That's very nice, because there was a very famous physicist named Salam. He got the Nobel Prize.
He's a nuclear scientist. I know him. Yes,
so he once came to India, and I had to receive him and all that.
Fine.
And he was a very devout Muslim.
Yes.
And one day a Western scientist asked him, you are a scientist, how can you believe in God? Is it not a contradiction? And Salam gave the most amazing reply. He silenced the man who asked the question. He said, where is the contradiction? Science is all about the outer world, God is all about the inner world.